Got that one. Have a sip of this iced tea. There's way too much sugar in it, apparently. Holy crap, that has a lot. Per 1.5 cups, 31. So I don't know how that works out.
Yeah.
20 a cup. Let's see here. Click this. Click that. Nigel in the house, guys. DTF Nigel. Oh, it's 1v1 and he knows he's up in the subway thing there? He is up there. He's getting Molotov. This is... I gotta pay attention. This is actually a good time. This is actually one of those where the dude knows how to attack and defend. You don't see this very often. It's called an old-fashioned showdown. In the Western days, that never happened. This would be like a... Oh my goodness, a high noon, they would have called this in the movies on Disney. That never happened in RL. See what I did there? Yeah, bud. Do not waste your fire. Oh, nice. Get it. No, you cook it. You better cook that. I'm spitting pizza. I'm so mad. I think he did it. Yo! He cracked his armor. Dude, what? He jumped. Dude jumped. 56 reasons why he's winning. Nigel in the house, baby. Look at him go the other way. Look at this guy just running. He ran him with an... What? That was a good one, man. I don't know if I like the way that guy's speed was, though. He looked like he was speedy. Nigel was moving like I move, like all boxy and slow. That guy looked like he had like a speed boost in there, like he was on meth or something. Yo! Trey, how you doing? Where's Trey's wrench? There he is. I got you. Let's go, baby. Let's go. It is time. You saw my time there. It is time. We are over here. Just having the last bite of my pizza here. I'm gonna get right into it now. If you all think Trump is gonna win the election, leave a comment down below. Double click the like button. Share this video. I've predicted Trump will win the 2024 election. Landslide victory. Okay, so hang on a second. Trump wants to fix the taxes in America, and you're telling me every single American isn't going to vote for Trump? Tord in the house. Hi. How you doing, Tord? Hope you're having a great day. I kind of want to get this straight. So you're telling me Trump isn't going to win in a landslide victory. He wants the people to not pay taxes. I'm calling BS. Trump's winning landslide. Every single... You're going to have babies voting Trump. Oh, yeah. It's midnight for me. Hey, it's here in Canada. It is noon. It's a nooner for me. And you already know how we do it over here. We are some kind of level 68 or something like that on the show. Not sure what that is. We're going to skip to... We're going to do Kraken. Unless anybody has a preference which you would like to see here. Oh, if you have a preference of which level you would like to see on PUBG, just let me know. But we're going to do... I love Livik, but not yet. Livik is a different type of gameplay than this, and I'm really good at it. Livik is a more professional map. Plus, the way your armor works is it's more like Call of Duty. This one doesn't play off of armor in the same way. There's level 1, 2, and 3, but this one you can plate up advanced armor, and then there's something else. Oh yeah, and you can upgrade your weapons as if it were like in Call of Duty going to a pack-a-punch machine. You can pick up certain upgrades work for certain weapons only. So this is a very sophisticated game, actually a bit above PUBG, Call of Duty, because PUBG works off a parameter that's never been done before. You parachute into a map with nothing but your gotch and your balls, and you win the game with what you collect, right? And the more powerful you are is what you've collected. But if you know the terrain and you're good in vehicles, you don't even have to fire a weapon to win this one. I'm going to keep waiting. It's hard to find a match on Kraken. I'm in Aussie. Help. Aw, I'm sorry about Australia. Canada has the same tyrannical, unjust laws here as Australia, unfortunately. And oddly enough, we both live in English-speaking colonized countries. So if you can do the math, then you can truly do the math at what I just said. That's why. That's how it happened. Okay? Now, it's not good, but that is what happened. Okay? Trump 2024, I want to hear why Trump is the most important person you can vote for this round. I want some people to tell me why in the chat. Trey coming in hot with the massage. Let's see what it says here. Just putting the maple syrup and the honey into the container. Into the vessel. Give me one sec, Trey. I can't even look away. This is, jeez. Okay, we're just gonna go like that. All right, let's read what it says here. And then I should just be able to hit this a couple of times, and it should just go. Oh, holy, wow. Yo, holy Dinah. We're just gonna put this on here. We won't even need the, holy, wow. Way back in the day, early 90s, there was a term we used. It was called honey blank, right? Holy man. Gooey gooby goo is what I'm saying. How do you know? Can you see something here that was making you, or are you just guessing alongside? In my area, we had to sign our ballots, except my vote was disqualified due to witness who was supposed to sign off on my ballot wasn't registered in my voting district. Trey. Whoa, dude. I would almost pass that message on. I would tweet that out to Elon Musk and to the Trump media. I forget what it's called right now. Trump media. I would tweet that out to them. I will definitely pass that along to people. I'm going to screenshot this. I don't know who gets elected. Just let me be in my swamp growing herbs. I'm hearing that. You know what I'm saying? I am hearing that. But I think we're far past being able to. On a side note, I crossed my pastor with Mindy 55. Buddy, I'm thinking maybe we get old Hashy a mail time, buddy. Buddy, you have no idea what an honor it would be. It's more the, what do you call this? This is called something. Well, I'd like to try it because you come here and because we chat, and I think you're really smart, so I think you're onto something. Not to mention it sounds tasty. Not really the name, but the Turk profile that you gave me before on Mindy was nice. The name's fine. Just it's not screaming blueberry sickles, you know. Man, this is different. This one. I don't even truly remember which one this was. It just this thing is totally. This might be one of the neatest ones that I got. I should carry it around more, but the reason I don't is because, well, like when I make maple syrup, if this thing were to go in my pocket and go upside down, it'd be ruined. And then one time I had one of these, and if you don't put it in a container itself, it's all full of lint and stuff inside the thing. So I don't really like these. Well, they're great around the house, but they're not good portable. You know how they had like a protector pocket back in the day? You need a pocket in your shirt where it can just stand up. By the way, the fat was an auto. Wow, interesting. Fat 55 sounds awesome. I would go with that all day. I tried to think of something in between there. I couldn't. I was thinking Fat Mindy or something that just doesn't really sound right. Fat 55 sounds pretty good. Man, there was the Gatorade. Now I just can't get off. Now I won't be able to stop now that it's like that. But it totally, there's definitely a couple in there then. I wish you had a YouTube channel, man, so I could see some of the videos of the different. I wish you videoed some of it, you know what I mean? On YouTube. And I could just post your link in the chat. I totally get it. It's just like I said, I wish you had archived. And I highly recommend everybody. But then again, I don't, especially like in America, I don't recommend you archive. Just for so many reasons. Nothing that you shouldn't. And then, but if you do, you do. But I know a lot of people that wouldn't for various reasons. It's just, even for like here, I don't recommend it. But I mean, I can't say I'm a legend and then not. You know what I mean? So, but let's just say I've become more aware. Again, I don't give a flying. And again, I would welcome, evil to try and mess with me, but they are too scared. They know. There's probably something out that says, absolutely don't bother. He will crush us. Steer clear of him, or he will, shine light in these dark corners where we don't want light shone. Hence my name. So I don't stop. But again, I am aware. And again, I absolutely welcome the most evil to to dare, right? So all we can really do is stay strong, even when, you know, the world is up against you, or it feels like it. I don't feel like that, but I wouldn't say the world is up against. I've ever felt like the world, but I felt like it's a crappy day, right? But there's always tomorrow, and it gets a lot better. I like crappy days. I do. I gotta remember a good crappy day, because then I really embrace those any day that's not a crappy day. Right? But I don't sit there wishing for crappy days. That's just stupid. But yeah, I embrace a crappy day. Don't forget it. Taste it, eat it, smell it, sniff it, swim in it, sleep in it. I tell you guys this for a reason, you know? Don't enjoy it, but don't forget it. Don't forget how it stinks, you know? Lemon smack and holy smokes, it will put down a rhino. Yeah, so I noticed the lemon is very sedative. Yeah, exactly. Interesting note, well, there is Jack can often, the Jack that I refer to is a mix of pine and limonene and piney. So, but it's also other things as well. Very, very complex profile. But those two, I think, are like 3 and 4, or 2 and 3, maybe even 1 and 3, or 1 and 4, for where they sit in levels, like where they are. Their 1 is the most prominent. It could be 2 and 3, second and third most prominent, or it's first is the, I'm guessing the pine, pretty much knowing it's the pine, but not, because I've never had actual. Is this seriously? We can't load this round? I'm gonna play one more flipping round here, okay? Like, and I don't want it to be like the type we just played with bats and werewolves and all that. I just want to snow level, you know, a few vehicles, no bats, no werewolves, just snipers. This one sounds awesome, this last one. You gotta name it, buddy. By the way, that fat was autoflower, so I'm super happy. Very cool. I would love to see all of that. In picture and video, but mostly video. Pictures are nice, you know. I've never been a guy, I don't really care for looking at it. Pictures are important, right? Especially when it's the final flower. I love looking at pictures. Dried, fresh cut, just the tops, and then on it in 2 ways. Fresh and freshly trimmed, and then of course cured on the vine would be the third, which is always, that's epic. Most people don't do that. And then the other way is on the plant itself. Man, I hate this. You can't find a round of the regular matches. We're just gonna keep waiting. It won't be that much longer. But I do prefer. What does this one say? Oh, I also do prefer seeing the plant themselves in veg, in early flower, and in final stages, alive, like sitting there in front of me. And I don't want to see it under HPS light or blurples, or I want to see it in very, very clear white light, like a kitchen or bathroom light, or natural sunlight at 10 a.m., 11 a.m. I've been photographing herbs and spice and flowers for many decades now, and I've been doing it very, very well. As you all know, I've taken some beauty shots live and everything else in between, but I was doing this in my early days, 19, 20 years old. Oh, John Guest, see, we'll leave that comment there, and I want people to think about it. Think about how awful the other side is, that they come in and they berate you. call you names, put you down. It's the other side is so adamant about being evil. It's interesting. Trump's right. You know, look at the level of intimidation the other side brings when you say, hey, I think it's going to be a landslide. I didn't say screw Kamala. I've never said that. I've never said anything weird. So this shows the character of the people that do vote Kamala, whatever. Kamala. I'm not exact. I'm going to find out the pronunciation today. I'm not going to say it, but if that's the person's name, I'm trying to be respectful by saying their proper name. I don't know the damn name. I don't sit and learn a lot about their names. I just see their character, right? They don't sit there and say their name over and over on stage. They actually don't even introduce them most of the time. By the time I'm watching, they're just up there and she's all smiles. She's never done anything but smile really big. You know? Trump goes up there and, you know, he looks worried. Not about winning an election. The guy's a multi-millionaire. Looks worried, like he actually cares. Like, you can look at people and see this person dresses like you dress for success. Okay, I was at a wedding one time and this kid and his dad were like, which is cool that they were hanging out, but it was the most obnoxious, arrogant conversation I've ever heard. And the dad actually realized how he raised his kid to be, right? Through this conversation, he's like, oh my god, my kid's such a goof, and I taught him to talk like this. I could read the dad's mind. He's like, oh my god, my kid, I've influenced my son to be a total knob. So we're all wearing suits, and he's saying, yeah, anybody that doesn't wear a suit is definitely a loser. So, like, basically, seriously, straight up, it's like, yeah, you dress for success. Every day I get up, I comb my hair, and I put my suit on at 8 in the morning. And I just feel good walking around. And you can see the dad. I'm looking at the kid, and the kid's like 20 or 18 or 21, whatever he is, you know. Probably had like a sip of his dad's wine or something at dinner, and he's lit. You know what I mean? I'm sitting there. Oh, I can't even really get into this. Let's just keep going. No. We'll just keep going. The dad's looking at me. I'm reading the dad's mind, and I'm like, your son's such a goof. You're such a goof. But I'm like, I'm here. I'm cordialest dude you'll ever. I'm the hash man. Like, I got no reason to hate anyone. I love everyone except losers and goofs and this. So I immediately, like, after this conversation, I wait till we're good and done. And I say, okay. And then I totally get out of there, and I never go back over to that side of the little area again. It's just like the most... You don't want to live like that. You don't want to act like that. You definitely don't want to talk like that. There are people out there that are so poor, that are so genuine and such good people, and they have fucking nothing, you know? And they still want to help out. And then there are rich people that, you know, live in New York, live in Winnipeg, live in Iowa, live in Minnesota, and they'll just walk by you, and you need a hand. You could sure use a hand right now, and you've asked, and they walk by you like you don't exist. That breaks my heart. It breaks my heart. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. Man, this stuff's so waxy. This one pisses me off, so we have to definitely bake with this one. Not happy about that, but it looks so wild. Can't get into that till later. I'll make some cookies. We'll try this one. Or I could wait like 60 days and then it'll come off of there, which that's not happening. This one, pretty much same thing. And there's a ton here, so this sucks. I mean, this is some wicked, but it is such... Huh. Yeah. Like, you have to put it in the freezer like 9 times. You need a cold plate. This is one of them. I don't even like this kind of stuff, man. Huh. How do I describe this one? So waxy isn't, it's totally waxy-ish. it's wet. It's there's nothing. This isn't water. This is like, it's sticky, but it's like thin sticky. You know, it's a weird. Definitely not a fan of this one. So this is where I go, probably never again, you know, for this variety, which is hilarious, bro. But because this is like this is what I want it for, I'm totally not it. Oh, the other way is just to wash it, which I guess I have to try that now. There is enough for one round, but it's a small round, and I'm not really, that means I waste so much time just to decide if this way is a good way or not. I'll keep it around, but it's definitely got to get crossed up with something really hard, something real dripper, you know, real leaky. This one, weird. Not a fan. I could almost tell I wasn't a fan on the press, actually, which was weird to see. Very few of them are like this. It looks amazing, but it's just not, you can't get it off the paper. Like, I need one of them metal scrapers. You're taking parchment with you when you use that. If you have to scrape too hard, it's coming off. You're getting parchment. This will have to really, really dry out for a long time. And then it'll be unreal. But that does me no good. And I'm not being ungrateful or anything, or I'm not being like, oh, this is no good for me. It's not good for anybody. Like, this is not a good one, really. It's not even really a spitter either. It doesn't have to be a spitter, it has to be able to collect it, you know? And this one fails. This is the first or maybe second one this year that sucked. Let's make sure this is off. I hope it isn't, but I hope it is. It's going to be too long to leave it on. Alright. Trump's probably the most powerful person in the world, right? If you think about it. He's won the presidency, and he's got the ear and eyes of the people of the world yet again. A second time. And then he's going to be president and have them again after that. So if you think, nobody's really done that, especially not in Canada. I don't think we've ever had anybody that won. Did Chrétien? I don't even care about Chrétien, but we don't have people, it's never been done recently anyway, where somebody, like, usually they're just there for the 2 terms or whatever, you know? Fuck, I hate politics so much, I don't even know if a Canadian can be in there 3 times or not. I feel like they can't. I feel like we have the same laws as America. It was made by the same people. What? Do you guys pay attention at all? So is the owner of Vaultec England? No, there's vaults all over the world. So Vaultec would be corporations, and corporations break down to countries, right? So you can say countries, but then break it down to corporate language, because every continent has a different dialect, right? So in the East, you got Russian and Chinese, right? Mail time. Hang on, just give me a second. junk. There's a Toys R Us flyer, but I don't think I'm opening this. Isn't Toys R Us like a corporation? It was fun to look at when I was a kid, though. I can't even believe we have a Toys R Us flyer. Must be because it's Christmas. Oh man, that looks pretty cool, man. Jeez. Yeah, I got a T-Rex for Christmas, a remote controlled dinosaur T-Rex when I was like 4 or 5 or 6. It was kind of cheap, but it was I thought it was awesome. It was only probably worth like 25, maybe $40. It's probably from Zellers or something. Bumblebee, Lego Star Wars. Oh, they got the Lego Marvel Spider-Man mask. It's probably super easy to build it though. It looks like 3 pieces or something. Oh, they got the Lego Icons Dune Atreides Royal Ornithopter. They say the Ornithopter ran off ether. In Magic, there's an Ornithopter, and it's 0 casting cost. Can you believe this? You just can't catch a match here. Looks like Trey's been busy, everybody. Hope you all have too. Nice to see people getting her done. I never used to be against this or that. I actually really enjoyed ruderalis plants. I got a kick out of growing ruderalis plants. As a master of ruderalis growing very, very early on in my life, in my span, I can honestly tell you, I knew there was something there that no one else who was a wicked, wicked grower even realized, except one. I will say there was one guy who did make a note of a severe characteristic of the plant. And I remember where I was standing and what he said, you know, and because I was looking at it, and he taught me something, right? He taught me something in that moment, and it was very valuable. And it went on to aid me, and I delved deep into that forever after. And I never left that path. It actually taught me about something I didn't even comprehend, and neither did anybody else. But when I incorporated that into the entirety, man, did I see different changes in all of it. And that's where me and a couple of extremely experienced people from back in the day, one person's from the Netherlands, he's noted that certain varieties can come out both ways, no matter what variety they are. And that's something I would like to pass on to the people who watch this show and really do understand some stuff, is that even though you think it's not that it's a male or female, it's the variety of female that you think it is, whether it's that or this or now the ruderalis. It can be all of those. All right, I'll see you next time. And there's a way to prove that, but take it from me, a dude with 30 plus years. I can teach you one day, but right now I've already taught that as well. I've already actually taught that way before. It's in the show. It's built into the show. I'm sure there's people who have, if I was to say these types of things, you'd be like, oh, I've noticed that, but you didn't notice, you didn't understand what I said when I said it this way, because it's not that you're not correlating it, and you're not recognizing what's drawing or causing that. Okay, so I've done the work. The legwork's extensive, and the votes are in, the decision's final. I'll see you next time. Hash man.